What's good, YouTube game? Y'all read the title. This is how to stop overthinking. See, now the first thing is I know how it feels, okay? I know how it feels when you're overthinking, and it gets actually really annoying after some time because it always happens and it eats you alive, you know? I know how it feels because, like, you think one thing, but the reality is it's another thing. It's the opposite. And you're constantly guessing these different outcomes that aren't even true. And yeah, like I'll give you some instances. Like I used to like every single time I talked to somebody, I would literally go back in my head later that day and be like, hold up, did he really say that? What do you mean by that? Wait, I told him I like carrots? What if he doesn't like carrots? Are carrots even good? Shoot, is he not gonna like me because I like carrots? You know what I mean? Like, or like, I used to text women and then like later I would be like, shoot, why have not replied yet? Like, I texted them like 10 minutes ago. Like, why they have not replied? Are they talking to my best friend? Shoot, they might be talking to my best friend. Crap. You know, it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible cycle, and you know, you start getting into this deep rabbit hole, and sometimes it gets dark, sometimes it hurts, and sometimes it messes you up. And you know, like another thing, I used to you know, I would overthink about like what I'm gonna do in the future. Where am I gonna go? Is this really what I want to do? Do I really want to do YouTube? Do I really want to start a business? Do I want to freaking go farther in this business? What if my business doesn't work? What if window cleaning doesn't work? You know, by the way, I have a window cleaning business, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, I would guess like, shoot, what if this doesn't work? What if I can't do this? What if that? What if this? What if this? It's, you know, it gets dark, and I'm gonna tell you how I got out of it, how you can get out of it as well. Okay, so the first thing we really need to dissect is, why are we overthinking? See, overthinking comes from the 2 points of uncertainty and desire for control. So if you're not certain about something, you have a tendency to think about it like, okay, maybe it's this, maybe the reason why this is happening because of this. And we try to use logic, we try to use all these different factors to back up a reasoning why something would be the root cause of something, you know what I mean? Or like, but sometimes it's not that simple. Or other times with like desires for control, you feel like you're not in control, and you're basically dependent on this other person or this other instance, and you don't feel like you're in control. And that's the two most instances why we feel the way we feel. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you straight off the bat how you can stop with overthinking. Okay, what helped me to stop overthinking. Now, first thing, mindfulness, journaling. Mindfulness is just another word for journaling. When I started journaling, everything started to become more clear. Things that was not certain became certain, and it really helped me with clearing my mind and releasing stress, so that anxiety would like calm down, and I didn't always have to be thinking 24/7 what are my next steps, because I already wrote down how I felt, what was going on, because I was journaling. Okay, and the way you can start journaling, it's by like, you open up a book, journal, you know what I mean? You open up a notebook and you write down everything, all your thoughts, all your feelings, what you're going through. You know, and what I would do, you could do this too. You write in the top left or bottom left, bottom right, top right, the date, and yeah, just write everything that's going on. And you know, I haven't been doing this, but people people like the rich, the wealthy, the successful people, they say if you when you write down when you journal, go back over it, read it over again if you have time, and see how you think, and then over time you start to understand yourself better. And I don't usually have time to go back and read mine, but that's something you can also implement. Okay, second thing, meditation. I try to implement it as often as I can, once a day. Sometimes I usually do it in the mornings. And when you think of meditation, you think of someone going like some monk, like doing this and stuff. Like it's really not like that. Okay, it really all you're really doing is sitting there, and you're closing your eyes or you're opening your eyes, and you're just sitting there, really consuming everything around you, and just sit in silence. I like to use this app called Medito. And what I did was, the first thing I did was I did 5 minutes a day. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do the course. I started doing the course. There's a course on there, by the way. You'll see it once you download it. But there's a course, and it gives you step by step on what you should do for each session. And sometimes they vary from like 3 minutes of meditation to 20 minutes of meditation. And that really did help me. It helped me clear my mind. So those times when you would feel like your brain is racing, that a bunch of thoughts are going through your head and you're not in control over it. Well, with meditation, it helped me to calm my mind. It helped me to think more logical and get in control over your mind. Because the only thing you really have control over in life is your mind. You don't have control over what other people are going to say to you. You don't have control over the exterior things that are happening. You don't have control over when you're going to die. The only thing you really have control over is your mind. So if you master your mind, you basically master yourself. And meditation really does help with that. But yeah, I would go through the course on Medito. Download Medito. It's a free app. There's no fees to it, and it's not sponsored. But go onto Medito and follow the course. It'll get you right. I promise. Now the next thing, challenging your difficult thoughts, okay? We get those difficult thoughts. We get those harsh questions, harsh statements in our heads sometimes. And, it really eats us alive. But what really is going to help you with getting out of those deep, dark rabbit holes is by challenging your thoughts. I used to get down some deep rabbit holes, and my mom witnessed this. I haven't told anyone this, but people, like my mom, she saw me go down these rabbit holes, and it gets bad. But because you get all these things crashing in on you, and everything starts bundling up inside, and then one day it just explodes. And the reason why they're bundling up is because you're not attacking it full force. You're not attacking the source. So when you challenge these difficult thoughts, excuse me, when you challenge these difficult thoughts, water break. Where was I? When you challenge these difficult thoughts, it really clears your mind. It really helps with these bad thoughts. And after time, the Bible says, renew your mind. When you renew your mind, you're changing your mind. You get these intrusive thoughts. You get these bad thoughts of hurting people, thoughts of lust. When you renew your mind, after time, you'll stop getting as much of those thoughts. And then after more time, you won't have those thoughts anymore. So, going back to the Bible, renew your mind. challenge these thoughts. What kind of questions should you ask yourself? Like, why do I feel this way? And then once you figure that out, is this true? And continue to go down. Continue to like get lower and lower and get a deeper meaning. Get the real reason under it. You know, I didn't really start being able to answer these questions until I started putting my phone away. Still, I started to put these distractions away. You know, I would have a tendency. Hold on, let me show you. I would go sit right here on the floor, right in front of that door, and just think. And sometimes I wouldn't hear things for 15 minutes. But once it goes, it goes. And you start solving these problems in your head. Now, we got that. So the first thing was mindfulness journaling, meditation, challenging your difficult thoughts, and then the last one is taking cold showers. Cold showers, it just changed my whole viewpoint. It changed my whole entire way, my thought process. It changed everything, you know, like even though, like there was at the certain point, I started taking cold showers and then I stopped. Although I stopped, I still learned a bunch of skills. I learned a lot of things that helped me just by taking those cold showers during that one period of time. So, you know, it teaches you a bunch of different skills like breath work, controlling your anger, controlling your emotions, freaking discipline and logic. So when you're going through these cold showers, it's also known for a lot of health benefits too. You know, it helps with a lot. It has a lot of health benefits. It helps you with like your immune system and your heart rate and your metabolism and your body fat. It has a lot of different stuff that I don't even know for real. But you know, I started realizing after I started taking a bunch of cold showers for like weeks. I'll give you about a week or two. I started to like take deeper breaths, and I was calm more. I was more calm. I was like, before I talked, I would take a deep breath and then talk, and that taught me to where I can channel all my thoughts before I speak, and I think I speak with straightforwardness. I know exactly what I'm going to say just because I took that breath before. And you won't really, it's hard to just implement it, like just breathing before you speak, take a deep breath. So when you take those cold showers though, it makes it go quicker. It makes you develop that habit faster. And when you're taking these cold showers, something quickly that I realized was I didn't quit that much anymore. I started to realize, I started weighing the different factors that if I do this, it's only gonna hurt for a little bit, and then afterwards I'm gonna feel great. Afterwards I completed something, and my viewpoint started to expand. I stopped being like a small-minded person and became a growth mindset. So the 4 things was meditation, mindfulness, challenging your difficult thoughts, and cold showers. That's the 4 takeaways that you need to take. God bless you.